I messed something up again. Yeah. The fire is crackling. Probably most of you think that I've cancelled, but here I am. Let's wait for someone to appear. Ay, ay, ay. Again with the options. Okay, we have someone. Welcome. You can't hide from me. Hello, Hugo. Nice to see you. Okay, 4 persons. First, welcome everyone. The first thing that I'm going to do is to tape off how many persons see me, because it was, sorry for that. Yeah, I missed something with options again. Okay. Hello, my Incal. I'm taping off the number of viewers because this has a terrible influence on me. I still see 7 persons. Just give me a minute. I'll tell you why I'm doing this. Hello from Scotland. Oh, hi. A pleasure. So, the last time, now I can't see myself. Oh well. I don't stress, that's the point. The last Sunday was very important to me because I messed up so bad that I went into a state of panic and I was gasping for air and crying for help. I was hoping that someone will ask me anything to just keep going, because I realized that I'm halfway in and I'm just falling apart completely. First I thought that it was because my friend called me 10 minutes before the stream started and just brought some terrible news about his family. And yeah, no one died, but yeah, they were in some serious conditions, but it got better since then. But it wasn't that. The other thing that I thought was I'm falling apart because I have eaten so much dinner at my mother-in-law's right before coming here last week that I almost went into a food-induced coma, but it wasn't that either. I was starting trashing this terrible Frankenstein movie, which was justified because this movie is just terrible from start to finish. And thanks, but that's still not it, you know. I came home and I was absolutely devastated as usual, and questioning everything that I ever did as usual as well. And my wife kept saying nice things to me and encouraging me as usual. But hello, Eddie. But it wasn't it. As soon as I stopped trashing this Frankenstein movie, 4 people disappeared. And I was like, oh no, did I say something wrong? But that's, oh, hello, Becky. I'm glad that you made it. I was like, oh no, the people are going away. I must have said something wrong. But how the hell would I know why someone went away? Maybe they just wanted to hear about the Frankenstein movie and what I don't like about it because it was in the description and that was it. That was all that interested them. I'll never know. Oh, Hazel, welcome. And yeah, and I realized that I'm making a terrible mistake of being a people pleaser still, when I told myself to be honest with myself and to be true to my values and what I stand for. 2 out of 10. Yeah, I would give the same. I thought you were rating my stream, and I would give my last week's stream the same rating. It was 2 out of 10. I fell apart so badly and just came to my senses at the end of it. I was thinking about it for the whole week. It was a transformative moment for me, so to speak. And well, yeah, literally. And I asked myself, like, what are you doing? What is that? What are you trying to achieve here? And during this stream, I started to hear this voice. A lot of you probably heard this voice. It's a voice that's telling you to not even try, because it's not worth it. It's a voice that says, look at you. You're falling apart. You're a nobody. You'll always be a nobody. Who the fuck do you think you are? You can't even speak properly. Now go and recommend a book that you haven't even prepared. Look, the people are going away. Quick, say something about the cemeteries or burials. And yeah, and it was, well, I betrayed myself in a way doing this, because but let's start over. Let's flip the hourglass. Let me take a sip of my coffee, and I'll tell you, where is it at? The fire is crackling here. I'm going to show you the fire. There's the fire. Yeah, because it was thank you, Ellen. Yeah, especially my first video in which I was speaking. Oh, by the way, the hourglass is still on the pot. I need to make something nice for it. And this desk is, yeah, it's not vintage enough, but we'll get there. When you watch this stream the last time, you'll see how panicky I was. I was like, the same as I was, it was exactly the same as I was talking to the camera without even showing my face for the first time. And yeah, it's a bit hot, but I'll manage. And here is cold. See the steam? Yeah. Yeah, but failure is bad only when you don't take any lessons from it. And yeah, I was panicking the same way as the first time that I spoke to the camera without showing my face, which is still on this on my channel. It's making a lamb from my head video. Yeah, you can hear the panic in my voice there. I have such high expectations of myself, to the point of absolute insanity and psychosis, almost. Yeah, so I'm done with it, and but let's start from the beginning. Oh, I was meant to take a sip of my coffee. Because I thought things through. This you're on call. I miss it a bit, you know? Yeah, being on call and getting a call in the middle of the night and going on an adventure somewhere. You don't know where you're going, and yeah, I had like 4 during one night, one time, and a funeral, and 4 funerals the next day, starting from 7 a.m. It was just absolutely exhausting. But anyway, you might see my channel and look at it and see like, oh, he's got 41,000 subscribers. Well, that's something. Is it really? Well, it isn't really, because most of these people are completely inactive. And Jakub Krajnik, witam serdecznie, dobry wieczór. Dobry wieczór, Jakubie. Hello from London. I mean, you should say that, not me. I'm in Szczecin in Poland. So yeah, you might think that, oh, I have 41,000 subscribers. That must have meant something. Well, most of these people are completely inactive, and I had this situation a few years ago that was absolutely misleading to me. And the situation was about my video going, let's call it viral. It has 1.7 something million views right now. And it's about digging up a grave after 52 years. 52 years after burial. And this video went like at the beginning, and each day got more and more views, up to the point that the record for it was 54,000 views in one day. And I was like, yeah, baby, now we're talking. Now the whole new chapter in my life will start. And then it went back again, down to the bottom. And I was devastated. And it was a dragon that I was trying to chase for a few years now. And I got lucky with a few other videos. I'm especially proud of my dead body dressing tutorial, because it wasn't showing a real body. I made it from start to finish, and it didn't have this shocking factor of showing the real, genuine human remains as in my grave digging videos. So yeah, the other one was the mouth closing video. That was really successful also. It's going up a little bit right now. It's over 500,000 views or something. But other than that, well, when you look through my videos, a lot of them are not even surpassing 10,000 views. A lot of new ones, most of the new ones, are not even surpassing 1,000 views. I was devastated at first. I thought that I'm famous almost. I never thought about myself as an influencer, because that word doesn't mean anything anymore. Because what should I influence? Well, maybe I would like to influence people's view on death, which we will come to in a minute. But anyway, my channel is not so big as I thought it is. And I don't have thousands of active viewers, but I have hundreds of active viewers. And you who join me every week are the most important viewers of them all. And from now on, I'm only doing content for you and nobody else. And for myself, obviously, because I like to realize my ideas. Eddie is telling his stories. For those who don't know, Edward here works in South London as an undertaker for 3 years now, and Jakub beneath him is a cremation technician from working at also in London. I don't know if I can tell exactly where, so I won't. So it's nice that people from the industry are seeing me, are watching my stuff. Yeah. Well, so I'm not as popular as I thought I was. Oh, okay. So West Norwood Cemetery. And yeah, you work not so far from each other, by the way. So, world is small. I lost my train of thought. You talk among yourselves and I'll just get there. Yeah, thanks, Ellen. This is very important for me because you are my most hardcore audience, and this is really something. This is so valuable to me. I'll never be mainstream because this topic isn't mainstream. And just look around here. It's not for everyone's taste. What I'm doing, and especially what I'm thinking about stuff. So I'll never appeal to the masses, and that was a mistake. That was a huge mistake that I was doing for years now, and especially the worst was when I was making videos and I was releasing like one video a month or one video in 2 months. Then I was thinking I was hanging my whole career on that one particular next video, and I thought to myself, like, this video is really cool. For example, let's take the video about my Mortician's Toolbox, in which I show my tools, and it's a really good video by every statistic other than the click-through rate, which is my Achilles heel. I'm bad with titles and thumbnails, and I don't know what to do anymore. I won't use AI at all. We tried that 2 weeks ago. I showed you the results, and they were just, yeah, absolutely terrible and funny at the same point. Let me see what you wrote. 200 bones. Yeah. And this video about my Mortician's Toolbox just did terribly. It has, I don't know, about a little bit more than 10,000 views, which is nothing compared to my videos that have, million of views or something. But the most important thing about it is that I know it is a good video, and by every measure, and I like rewatching it. I like rewatching a lot of my videos, and I have my favorites. When times are tough, I'm rewatching them, and I'm thinking to myself that I'm not so bad as I think I am. And these views of my current videos don't reflect the quality of my stuff. I don't want to use the word content. So I don't want to recreate them. The only thing that I can do is to change the thumbnail and title. I did that with my dead body dressing tutorial. I've changed the thumbnail, to be exact, and it went from 500,000 to million to 1.7 million as of now. But well, we'll see. I like the cleaning graves with Red Robin video. It's a great video by every measure on YouTube. And even if I have a good click-through rate and watch time and everything and 100% likes, whatever, YouTube sometimes doesn't push the video. So there's as much as I can do about it, and that's it. The mistake that I was making videos too seldom, not often enough, and everything else for that matter. Every creative thing that I make, I should make, well, 10 times what I'm making. Except now, because I really stepped up my game and put things into second gear right now, which I will tell you about in a minute. And well, you can see by the sheer number of videos on my channel this year. Last year I posted 8 videos, from which 6 were roughly death or cemetery or funeral related, and so 6 videos. And this year I'm over 30 videos now, so 36 or something. I'm bad with numbers and remembering them. So yeah, it's a huge step in the quantity of my content, and well, and the quality as well. Don't you have to be alive? Okay, you are talking about some... I've spoke with organ donors, and I mean, not organ donors, but people who are giving their body to science. And you're looking at one, although my wife wouldn't let that happen if I die before her, hopefully, many years from now. And yeah, they are, well, very loose people. So anyway, what I wanted to say is that I don't care about views anymore, and I shouldn't care about views. What I should care about is to release as much stuff as I can in as short amount of time possible, because I have a lot of ideas, and it is all constantly changing and evolving. And if I want make something and release something, it either sits on top of my head and it's hard to bear all of these ideas in my head or as notes. So I need to, it's like being in labor for me. So when you have many ideas at once, it's like you are pregnant with many babies at once. And yeah, it feels, when I post a new video, it feels like I gave birth, and this title and thumbnail and description is something to make this child of mine go into the world, and you know, like a little calf or something. And yeah, it really feels that way, especially videos which took a long time. This year's video, which took me a long time to make and edit, was this Spanish funeral customs one. So yeah, this took a lot of time to make, and it has about 70,000 views. But yeah, this intro that I wanted to make it like a travel channel, almost something. It tanks the whole video. But yeah, I thought it will be cool, but whatever, doesn't matter. What matters is to make a lot of things, which I'm making, because then I don't have the time to question everything and to whine about stuff and to be devastated that something has like 500 views instead of the 200,000 that I was projecting. I don't project anything anymore. and that's where we are at. I really appreciate the support of a few of you that are really active here, and this gives me fuel to keep going. I will keep going anyway, but this is just such a boost, and it's so nice. When I was sitting in my living room as a 12-year-old child and learning English from the Monkey Island games and dreaming about knowing people from all around the world, yeah, I wouldn't expect that it will turn out this way, but it did. So it's nice to hear from someone from wherever, I don't know, New York, Australia. One guy said that he's watching from Trinidad and Tobago. My dead body dressing tutorial is very popular among women age 30 in Kenya, for example. I'm watched in South Africa. Yeah, this is really mind-blowing when you think about it. And each video gathers a whole movie theater full of people, each in their home. And well, imagine gathering as many people to show everything that you do. So yeah, this is, by the way, my 4th channel or 3rd, I don't know. I'm the kind of guy who destroys every previous work and starts over. But yeah, I'm trying not to do that anymore. So yeah, I was Martin the Maker at first. It was in the time that I was a handyman, and I wanted to post DIY videos. So there's a few of them there. Like a medieval manuscript with coffee and printer, and I made my own seal and yeah, lamp, LED and stuff like that. Thanks, you're very kind. Yeah, then I thought like, Martin the Maker is not enough. I'm kind of I see myself as a crazy person in a good sense of that word. Not insane, but yeah, a bit quirky, let's say. So I went with, I changed my name to Mental Martin later. And my avatar was my head wrapped up in tinfoil. And the video that was promoting this was spinning my head in the washing machine. I really like this video, by the way. And I started. Oh yeah, I did. And then I started making. I wanted to show how versatile I am, and that I can make a sculpture, I can do a painting. I'm an undertaker. I can do mechanical stuff, welding, and I didn't show welding yet. I'm a bad welder, but I can weld. I welded stuff that was placed in the public. But the person that I am the most is that I am an artist, and I was always an artist since I was a child, and I was embarrassed to call myself an artist. And I abandoned my art and creative stuff altogether. I didn't draw for many years. I just started drawing recently, last year, and with big gaps in between drawings. And yeah, and I was dragging myself down all the time. That I was really alert to remind myself that I'm a nobody and I will never amount to anything. So yeah, I'm my own worst enemy, and but I don't want to be anymore. So here we are. I think that clears things up a bit. Thank you for being with me through thick and thin. A lot of you are new here and are already huge supporters of mine, which I really appreciate. It's this Sunday thing that we are doing right now is something to really look forward to, and I'm thinking about it for a whole week, and then I get as closer as it gets. I'm getting more and more anxious, but it will get better. It's hard to press record or go live and just speak like I'm speaking now. I'm not a presenter. I'm not a media personality. I have no training in anything, to be honest. I have no education. I'm self-taught, and that's it. And I'm trying my best. So I'll keep trying my best. Thank you. And that's not end. That's not the end. It sounds like I'm saying goodbye, but okay. I was what kind of music do I listen to? I listen to absolutely all kinds of music except rap music, very seldom, and metal music, like this death metal or something like. That's absolutely not for me, because I have things like that going in my head all the time, so there is no point to add to it. And yeah, I'm into classical music. I like old music, game music, like even 8-bit music. Anything that's well, it's hard to tell. Anything and everything at the same time. So yeah. People thought that I'm digging graves, and Enya. I had a colleague who was absolutely obsessed with Enya, to the point of somehow getting her private number. He was a stalker. I don't know what's up with him anymore. It was many times, many years ago. Yeah, I forgot again what I was saying. Oh yeah, music. I like playing music. I'm a multi-instrumentalist, but yeah, depends on the mood. But I like to play as many instruments as I can, and I treat it as languages. I don't need to be fluent in many languages. It's enough that I know a few words in a lot of them. But yeah, I remember now. People, some guys were writing that I probably listen to metal or something like that while grave digging, and the truth is that I almost always listen to Joe Rogan podcast, and I especially like these the ones with other comics, and yeah, a few times I needed to turn it off because I kept laughing while being in the grave, and people were walking by, and that's not a good image for a company and for myself. So yeah, I listen to podcasts. I don't dig graves anymore because I'm not working in the funeral industry anymore. Maybe I'll dab in it in the future. I miss it, that's for sure, and I'll always be an undertaker by heart and by vocation. I was the only one at the cemetery who didn't start working as an undertaker as a necessity, but as a life's choice. So yeah, that was a very long introduction. Let me take a sip, and we'll get to the agenda here. Yes, I did leave the funeral industry because I want to pursue my dreams of being an artist, and I want to combine everything that I know with everything that I can to yeah, to create something out of it. What will it be exactly? I'm not sure yet. I have a lot of ideas and I'm just realizing one idea after the other. I have a little bit of savings, so I can buy me some time. But it's a now or never situation for me now. I'm 42 years old, and I'm not fit for the 9 to 5 job. Yeah, whether it is at the cemetery or not. I'm an artist, and I really want to embrace that. So, yeah, so that's where we are. With that being said, what a nice segue. I finally set up my Patreon. It's in its infancy right now, so there's not much value for money now. Oh, really? No, it is running. Look. You see? It is running all the time. It's hard to make a background so you can see this clearly. I have this little headlamp here. Oh, it should be something like so that this stream of sand would be visible. Like here maybe. Now you can see it. I'll figure something out. I'll make a stand for it with the built-in light. But it is running, running. Thank you for being alert. And yeah, so I started this Patreon thing finally, and I have 2 stories there posted. They were locked behind a paywall, which was very dumb of me. And I unlocked one story. It's from my Diary of a Young Undertaker, and it's about how I got the job of being an undertaker and my first day at the job. So you can check it out. It's Patreon/Martin's Graveyard without this apostrophe thing. And yeah, so I highly recommend it. I have such a treasure trove of material that I was writing, and as soon as I started the job, I knew that this is something special, and I need to write everything while it's still hot, so to speak. So every day I was walking, I was going home or whatever, and I was reading everything that happens, my thoughts about it, and yeah, and it is really something. So I am now compiling it, translating it to English because it is all written in Polish, and I will post 1 story a week. It will be all chronologically except the first one about my most memorable body transfer. That was something. And yeah, and each story will have its own illustration to show the mood. This is the illustration from my first day at the job, and you can see it on my Instagram and on Patreon as well. This is me, obviously. We are in the morgue here, and this is my mentor correcting a mouth of a dead lady here. So yeah, I really like how it turned out. I like the colors and the light here. I messed up this window, but I'll learn. No problem there. Oh, now it looks better. I aged it, and it's this is the first thing that I did that really feels like my style. Like this is something unique to me, because the characters are cartoon-like, almost, and the rest is semi-realistic with this dirt everywhere. I really like how it how it looks. Yeah, this is how my mind looks. I've posted this graph about there's a brain. It wasn't mine. I didn't draw it. This brain graph. It was a brain, and one half is childlike wonder, and the other half is memento mori. So yeah, that's me, and I'm really embracing it. And yeah, and this feels like it is something my like I found, like I'm finding my style. So there will be much more of these, and it's so much fun. In fact, I have another one started, but it's just a sketch. It's barely visible, but look at it. This is, if you pay close attention, you can see what this is about. There's a fridge here. There's a body with the body bag unzipped, and if someone knows this guy, they would recognize him immediately. Although he's not similar from the face, because he's more like comic looking person. But yeah, who is the guy? He's a mortuary worker. This was the first time that I went to collect a body. It was my second day at a job. So this will be also in the same style. Now I'm at the point of worrying about not screwing this sketch with paints, but we'll see. I don't need. I cannot be afraid each time that I'm doing something, and which brings us to what I said earlier. I need to do much more stuff and much quicker, so I don't have time for this bullshit. For worrying about if I screwed something or it. When you do something once in a while, it becomes too precious. And if you're an art factory, then it's different. You don't have time. You just go with the flow, and I'm in the zone right now. So this is, I cannot remember when was the last time that drawing gave me such joy, because it's the same as with the music. If someone would say to me like, hey, can you play some songs on the stereo or whatever, or a jukebox, I would have no idea what to put on. Yeah, and it's the same with drawing. But now I know that I can just paint. I can. Oh, hey, Carrie, welcome. Now I just realized that I have so much memories of places and situations that almost nobody will ever be in. So why just not paint that, or draw, or sculpt? Yeah, there will be much more of that. I'm glad that you could join us. You are from New Jersey, as I remember correctly. I think so. From the States, definitely. Yeah, so I'm really into making stuff right now. I didn't even start the chapel that I was meant to make for this mini dead man, who was named Albert by Becky, and that's a great name for him. If you haven't seen him, I think you had. Well, check out the shorts on my channel, so you'll see the police investigation. And I've put these shorts on Patreon as well as an advertisement for the people to get a glimpse or an idea of the things to come. And this little fella that I made was really, he was reminding me of someone for the whole time, and I got an epiphany like yesterday or 2 days ago, that he looks very similar to Anthony Fauci, and I'll use Anthony Fauci's picture to come up with the picture of Albert while he was alive. Oh, okay. In Pennsylvania, my great grandfather was working in Pennsylvania. He went from Poland to New York through Ellis Island, as everyone at that time, and then he worked at one of the Pennsylvania's mines, and came back to Poland as a wealthy man. So that's a little digression. Okay, wait a second. By the way, I was so panicky about making this stream. I mean, every stream before that, as much packed with me talking all the time. This is not a news outlet, and other streams cured me from that, because, well, to be honest, a lot of them are boring and nothing is happening. The guy goes somewhere, or yeah, but I'm not gonna trash other people. That's ridiculous. Anyway, I got rid of every. I shed a lot of things from myself, and I feel a lot better. And I hope that you can see that in how I present myself today. So, oh yeah. So, chicken leg gravestone. There was this poll. It's still ongoing. I don't know how to make it limited in time. Doesn't matter. Over 200 people had casted their votes about what kind of a chicken leg gravestone should I make. And they were choosing between these two here. I almost immediately knew that this one will be the chosen one. Oh. Thank you, my uncle. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. So this would be much easier to make. It is stylized. If you'll see the first renditions of this Memento Mori skull with wings, this is almost exactly the same thing. With the what makes it a drumstick is this bone, and if I would just draw teeth here and the eyes, it would look almost identical as these skulls, and nostrils. I mean the whole. So this was the easier project. I started making my. I don't know why this shadow is here, like this would be right by the wall, but whatever. I'm experimenting, I'm learning. And here's the date. So you can see it was made at 11th of November, and I posted it as soon as I was done with it. And yeah, I'm trying to make my sketches. Yeah, there's a lot. There. Thanks. Yeah, that was lame from me. Yeah, so this would be much easier to make. I'm trying to do my sketches much precise and not so sloppy as before, because yeah, I want to improve, and that's it. And I am improving. Just judging by this sketch, this is a kind of a fisheye perspective. I'm learning about that too. And yeah, it's just my mind is on fire with these stuff. But this is the one that has over 60% of votes. Sorry, we say voices in Polish. And as you can see, there are two chicken heads here. And this was very clever by me, I need to admit to myself. And I will start, and this is the winner, by the way. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And I will start by making this shape, and then I will glue this stuff here. Everything will be made from Portland cement, and it will be reinforced by some metal rods. We'll see. And the size of it will be roughly not bigger than this, definitely not bigger, so it will be really small, but it will be much longer, like this, like almost twice as long, so the other part will be submerged, buried in the soil, so it won't tip over. And yeah, I'm starting next week, which is tomorrow, and I want to. Oh, yes, thank you. By the way, thank you very much, Jakub. And I dealt with. Well, I smelled a mummified body. That was it, and I dealt with a semi-mummified body, which was more like decomposed. The only mummified part was the belly, and yeah, and this was in my most memorable dead body removal, which is posted on Patreon, and it was absolutely amazing. The only part, because it was very strange, because the guy was laying in his home for approximately 3 months, and he was decomposed almost completely, except for the belly, because there were windows and the rays of light were shining right on his belly. So what was in the sunlight, mummified, a mosquito, and everything else just melted into the carpet. It was absolutely mind-blowing, and one of the greatest moments in my life. I know it sounds bad, but I don't care anymore. This is who I am. It's not like I'm happy that someone died, but it was just absolutely amazing. It was fascinating, and my curiosity always wins over disgust or taboo or anything else. But yeah, you wrote something lengthy here. Black and adult coloring book. Yeah. By the way, you hit the nail on the head with this morbid humor, because oh, yeah, that's where I was coming to. I started writing as well, and when I read I like writing, by the way, also. No, you just go on, and don't. I'm easily distracted, but write whatever you want. It's a pleasure. You have no idea how many years I was speaking into the void and made stuff that landed into the drawer. It's really, I'm honored that you take the time to sit and watch this rambling of mine and write messages to me. So never hesitate to write anything, or even reach to me privately at mentalmartin3 at gmail.com. That's my email. I wanted to make Martin's Graveyard at Gmail, but I made so many emails that they don't allow me anymore. So it's mentalmartin3 at gmail.com. Some people write to me, and oh yeah, Linz wrote to me today, and she has terrible migraines. So I know that you will rewatch this later, Linz. So I hope that you get better. Yeah. I forgot again what I was talking about. Maybe someone will remind me. But about the mummified body, just to finish that thing. Oh, I know the other thing too. Just let me. Okay, okay, I have it. I've got it. So I didn't deal with mummified body. The only way that I dealt with mummified, with the whole body mummified, was in Spain when the cemetery worker, when he learned about me working in the industry, he was like, "You want to see how the bodies look like in the common niche? Because you have like 5 years. That I don't remember, about 5 years, I think." You pay for the niche for 5 years, and if you don't prolong the spot, the body gets taken out of the niche and put into a common niche. That's a huge, like a storage unit in the wall, and you have just bodies in bags there, and body parts and everything, and all of the bodies are more or less, rather more, mummified. So he took one guy out. This gentleman was, when he was alive, I think he was over 100 kilograms in weight. He looked heavy, but he was like light, like a cardboard. And he just took him out and propped him by the wall to show me how he looks. I was just, I was very surprised at that, and yeah, he was like, it was like flattened. He turned into a rectangle. Yeah, and what was most amazing about this body is that two things: that he was very light, and he didn't smell at all, like nothing, not even like dust. And yeah, the video starts with me smelling him. Yeah, and it was like, I visited this cemetery. I won't tell you which one is it, of course. I visited this cemetery, and he was like, "Hey, you want to see the bodies?" And I was like, "I don't know." And we went away, and I told my friend, like, what the fuck did I do here? Why why did I hesitate instead of saying, like, sure, show the dead body? So I was kicking myself for 2 days afterwards, and then we revisited this guy, and I was like, "Hey, is it dead body thing offer still on the table?" And he was like, "Sure." And I was like, "Yeah." And then my battery died as soon as I started filming. So yeah, that was it. An amazing experience, and the quickest funerals in Europe, I think, in Spain. So if you haven't seen the Spanish funeral customs video, it's with this guy on the thumbnail. Oh, he was exhumed after 15 years, and it says died 15 years ago. I'm really proud of this movie. Yeah, and yeah, the scenes, the broken English, the cat, it was great. Oh yeah, I want to talk about the smell as well. But Carrie, or someone says about the morbid humor, and I told you that you hit the nail on the head, because I just finished writing my long overdue script for a video. I mean, voiceover for a video, and the video title will be "Can You Joke About Death?" So it will be about a 7-minute long video, I think so. Not longer, not 10, definitely. It will be short and sweet, and I really thought things through, and yeah, I wanted to make it for so long, and I just couldn't make myself to start. And that's the first step is always the worst, with everything, with absolutely everything. So I was reading The Shining I couldn't resist of borrowing this book from the library because the movie Shining is my favorite movie scene of all time, which I know by heart, and I have seen this scene over 500 times, that's for sure. I was using this scene as a lullaby when I was living for 6 months in England. That was the only time I was living abroad, and yeah, it showed me that spoken English, it's much different than the English in my mind, and the street language, so to speak, is the informal language is just absolutely different. Hey, Joe. So yeah, so I wonder if you'll know what kind of a scene is that. What's my favorite movie scene of all time in the movie Shining? What could it be? I recreated one scene, but there's a lot of talking in that scene. Yeah. There's a great saying that I just learned about. It's I will paraphrase and butcher it, but oh well. It's like it goes something like no, there's not much talking in the bathtub scene. No. There's a lot of talking in this scene. Anyway, it's the quote. I don't know who said that. I don't remember, but it was something like, "A flower doesn't look for the bees; it blooms, and the bees come." And that's what I'm focused on right now, on blooming, and not stressing about views and subscribers, and yeah, but the number of subscribers is important because if you all know this, but you probably didn't think about it, because it's like when you let's take a market, yeah, and you have stalls, you have different stalls, and the bigger the channel is, the bigger the that's so sweet, thank you. So if you would imagine channels as stalls at the market, the bigger the channel is, the more people is gathered by this particular stall. So when you have like, you know this by yourself, when you see a video with 300 views and the channel has like 500 subscribers, you just go, you just skip it. There's not much chance that you will watch it. And yeah, so that's why the number of subscribers is important, and only that. And this plaque on the wall that I will eventually acquire someday, it doesn't really matter. What matters is to be true to myself. Don't worry about the time because I'm not finished yet. So yeah, so can you joke about death? I was reading this Shining book and I couldn't read. I mean, it's a great book, but I just read some kind of a sentence and it ignited something in my head, and I just took my laptop and was like, I should start this, because if I don't start now, I was prolonging this for so long and leaving up for later, and I need to start. I'll write a few words, and after an hour I was done with the whole thing, and I really like how it came out. And yeah, the Stephen King said that he was really annoyed by Kubrick about how many things were omitted in the movie. So I'm really curious about. I don't know about this. The Caitlin, the Ask a Mortician channel went into the direction of history, and yeah, the time is running out. Look, it goes very fast now. But don't worry about it. It'll be okay. And we're not minding the time today. Maybe, but probably there are some movies that are better than the book. Nothing comes to my mind yeah, but I don't know how should I connect or what, write to her. I need to shine my light as bright as I can, so all the weirdos will come. Sorry, you know that I don't mean any offense by that. So yeah, this. Okay, but what should I write? Like, hey, Caitlin, check out my channel. I'm weird. Look at me. We'll see. Maybe, yeah, I'm too. Being normal is so boring. That's just. Yeah, I have such a joy in. Okay, you know what, Lou? I'm going to approach her on Instagram somehow, and yeah, by commenting or that. It's very hard. It's yeah, it's a very thin. How do you say that? It's like a knife's edge between self. I mean, self promotion is frowned upon on the internet, which is, I don't know what to say about it, because, well, what, like, should I shut up and sit down, as I heard in high school, in school, for when I was young. You need to show your stuff. You need to approach people with your stuff. But yeah, it's very tricky. So yeah, people, we are. Oh, okay. Thanks, Sean. Have a good night's sleep. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Dobranoc, pchły na noc, as we say in Polish. Karaluchy pod poduchy. And oh yeah, and writing gives me such joy, and especially I sometimes read what I wrote some time ago, and I'm like, did I do that? Did I write that? And I feel like I'm thinking sometimes that I got much dumber than I was years before, and it's true in a sense, but I'm getting it all back. You need to stimulate your brain, and well, I wasn't, to put it lightly. Yeah. Anyway, what else do we have here? I've been misled by the success of my video. Yeah, I was like, now we're talking, and oh god, it's I wasn't ready at all. It's like winning a lot of money at the lottery. Most of the people just destroyed their lives. There's this great story about the guy who was working as a trash collector in England, and he won the lottery. He went like booze, hookers, cocaine, and then back to the job after 2 years or something. It was very fast. Most people are not ready, and yeah, I want to build my stuff and not. And although a shout out would really help from someone bigger than me. Yeah, there was this fly here sitting on my. I have these funeral. Oh yeah, I've seen the Lauren, the mortician material. She puts out a lot of stuff. Yeah, there was this fly here on these gloves, and it was so cold here that I took the gloves with the fly. I was turning it around. I could take it the fly with my hands and nothing, and now it is buzzing all around the place, all over the place, and okay. I have something interesting. I was recommending a book which I was absolutely not prepared to recommend the last time. It was a complete disaster. I will redo it later because, yeah, it was like very anticlimactic. But meanwhile, I have something completely different today, and we will end with that, but it'll take a minute. What I have here is an absolutely fascinating book. Wow. It's a print. It's not the original because the original costs a mere $47,000. And this book was wrote by the Pope, Pope Innocentus Septum Papagenuensis. Here is the guy. He liked food, as you can see. And the book title is Malleus Maleficarum, which means hammer for the witches, or on the witches. It was written in 14th century, I think. Yeah. This edition of Malleus Maleficarum, comprising 1,275 numbered copies, is here translated into English from the edition of 1489 for the first time. The book is printed, in Suffolk. The book was printed in Suffolk on a Dutch paper. On a Dutch paper specially made for this edition. This copy is number 417. This is printed from the internet, so yeah. I just there's this. I haven't even got into the first chapter. The first part, it's in questions because the introduction is so. Yeah, that book is. Well, I don't know what the question is. That book, yeah, that book. It's Malleus Maleficarum. The etymology of is interesting because you have this word maleficent, and it comes exactly from this. Put those gloves on. Okay, maybe next time. The Malleus means hammer, yeah, and Maleficarum is derived from two words. I have I have them written down here. It's male, which means bad or ill. No. No. If I would have this, yeah, that would be like $40,000. So yeah, I wouldn't do that with it. You can look it up online, and it looks great. So anyway, Maleficarum. Male means ill or bad, and ficus is from facere, and it means doing. So maleficus. Or Maleficarum, and it's doing bad. So a witch is a person who does bad. I don't know any witches. I mean, I probably do know some of them, but they didn't come out of the closet yet, and I have nothing against them. And yeah, just don't put a hex on me or something. I'll read something from these from this, unless a mosquito will fly right into my mouth. So I'll read a part of the introduction, which is fascinating in itself, and I have like 3 little quotes, not so little, and we'll end up on that. Yeah, and that's the point. Live and let live. Okay, here we go. Hephaestus, especially in later day, is represented with one leg shortened to denote his lameness. And throughout the Middle Ages, it was popularly believed that his cloven hoof was the one feature which the devil was unable to disguise. In this connection, Loki, the Vulcan of Northern Europe, will be readily remembered. Frederick Hall writes, Hephaestus, Vulcan and Loki, each lame from some deformity of foot, in time joined natures with the pans and satyrs of the upper world. The lame sooty blacksmith donned the goat-like extremities of cloven hoofs, tail and horns, and the black dwarfs became uncouth. I'm uncouth too. Uncouth ministers of the sooty black foul fiend. If ever mortal men accepted the services of these cunning metal workers, it was for some sinister purpose and at a fearful price, no less than that of the soul itself, bartered away in a contract of red blood, the emblem of life and the color of fire. It's I like this language. I always try to read things like that with my pound store English accent. Oh, there's a really nice video that I made some time ago, and it has this strange title. It is called Chopstick Queen Sees Like Surprise. And I really recommend this video because it's so funny. I'm reading articles that mental patients were gluing into a scrapbook as a part of an occupational therapy called Current Affairs. And I salvaged this book from the Cane Hill Hospital before it was demolished. And yeah, and these articles are just terrible. It's all death and misery in them. It's if you would be a patient gluing such articles in this asylum, I doubt that it would make you want to go outside and join the world again. So Chopstick Queen Sees Like Surprise. This particular title is from the article about the Queen of England, the Queen Elizabeth II, visiting the Chinese. So yeah, it's really funny, and I like how I read that in this particular video. So check it out. I'm gonna read you something else about how the wind, you know, was raised, and it makes me think why whistling on a ship is forbidden, and it's a how do you say that, something that people believe in, a superstition. Yeah, so I didn't know that you could buy the wind. So let's try that. Oh, and this is about how the innocent traditions were mixed up with, yeah. Oh, from Queensland, Australia. Wow, that's great. How about that Great Barrier Reef? Is it regrowing? Because there was this terrible disaster there with the reef almost completely dead. People said that it smelled like death when they were diving there. And yeah, I've seen a dead reef in Seychelles once when I was on my honeymoon, and it was a really sad look. Good day, Sheila. Yeah. I wanted to say in my video that I'm going to put the raccoon on the Barbie, but yeah, I messed that up in the video about my kind of Christmas, in which I grilled the raccoon skull on the barbecue on the balcony. And yeah, you can check it out also. Yeah, I really urge you to scroll down and see some older videos of mine. Yeah, they are really well, you can find anything in there. For example, making a mummy finger from a potato. I will revisit this idea. I would like to make a shrunken head out of a potato, and you can make it look really realistic. I was I was lucky enough to film the real shrunken heads in the Pitt Rivers Museum in Oxford in 2020 or 19. Yeah, something like that. And they were hidden forever since then. So they are stored somewhere, because this is because they said something like this is politically incorrect, and it doesn't shine, it doesn't show these tribes in the best light, or some other nonsense like that. So yeah, there's a video about them on my channel as well. It's just a few seconds. Yeah, but better than nothing. Okay, about the wind. Yeah, the video about the finger is called "Fake Mummy Finger from a Real Potato" or something like that. It's a nice montage. It's 2 or 3 minutes long, and the very interesting thing about it is that I'm using a chicken wing bone, which is very similar to this metacarpal bone. No, here are metacarpal bones. It's very similar to the finger bone. Oh yeah, I know the ladies. I mean, I've never met them from Are You Dying to Know? And yeah, I really like them. And they have a great video. There's a channel, Are You Dying to Know? And one is a mortician. One lady is a mortician and the other is not. And this is how they start every video. So yeah, they do a really great job in educating people. They have much more to say about the practices and technicalities. No, I don't watch Carrie the Mortician. It's I've seen a few of her videos. I know about a lot of this stuff by myself, so I'm really watching videos about things that I have no idea about, and I know a lot, so I don't watch much. And yeah, anyway, Are You Dying to Know channel, they just released a video not a long ago, a week or 2 weeks ago, I don't know, time flies so fast, about the burial at sea. So it's a great video, and I think it's their best video so far. 6 Feet Under. No, that's absolutely not for me. I cannot watch any fiction about the industry, especially about dealing with bodies, because they'll never make the skin right, and there are so many nonsenses in this. I just can't watch them. And yeah, I've just seen on the X, formerly Twitter, some kind of a video that legs are moving, legs of dead bodies are moving like that, and it's just such, it's too much. What's your views on water cremation? It's that this hydrolysis or something. I don't know. I don't have any views. I would need to look it up more to have views. So I have no views. I'm not against. I'm against embalming body and putting it in a concrete vault. That's human milkshake. Oh yeah, that's the one. Alkaline hydrolysis, aquamation. Oh yeah, interesting thing about you have alkalines and acids, and they are both equally corrosive. So strong acid is the same as the strong alkaline. For as far as the decomposing organic matter goes. So yeah. Okay, let me read this little fragment, and I really need to get going because it's 9:30 in Poland, right? Right now, 9:30 p.m. to be exact, and I didn't eat my supper yet, so yeah. But it's really, I feel like I came back from the dead, and yeah, the last week's stream, that was a pivotal moment for me. And yeah, it's good to really fall apart sometimes and self-reflect. And pierogi, pierogi z mięsem. I just gave pierogi to my son today for lunch, so bullseye. Kolacja jest ważna, exactly. Supper is important. Wow, 6:30 a.m. Monday here, but the next day, it's always when we watch the New Year's. Well, they always show that is it New Year already? So Australia, it's New Zealand is first, then it's Australia, and then Japan. And oh, there's this fly that I was telling you about. Okay, so there were some superstitions and traditions and rituals, and the Catholic Church decided to just throw them all away. And here's a little bit about it. And yeah, I love pierogi, but only with meat. We have this pierogi with lungs also, but yeah, I'm not into the internal organs at all. Mucha is back. Okay, let me read this fragment. And keep up the good work, Martin. I will, Cathal. Thank you. It's Cahal. You have such a interesting name, Cahal, with the T written with the Cathal with the T silent. I would never come up with such pronunciation. Okay, because I'll never finish it. So much that was heathen, so much that was bad, was mixed up with what seemed to be simple credulity and the harmless folk customs of some random tradition and immemorial usage, a song or a country dance mayhap, innocent enough on the surface and even pleasing, so often were but the cloak and the mask for something devilish and obscene, that the Church deemed it necessary to forbid and proscribe the whole superstition, even when it manifested itself in modest fashion and seemed guileless, innocuous, and of no account. Thus, for example, To make the wind to blow or to drop is a worldwide fantasy which appears harmless enough. The Estonians, when they wish to raise a wind strike, the Estonians, when they wish to raise a wind, strike a knife into a house beam in the direction from which they desire the wind to blow, while at the same time they croon an old-time canzonet. The underlying idea is that the gentle wind will not let any innocent thing, not even a beam, suffer without coming swiftly and breathing softly thereon to assuage the pain. But at Constantinople, in the reign of Constantine, a warlock named Sopater was put to death on a charge of binding the winds by magic, which he had at any rate essayed to do, whether or not the fact that the corn ships of Egypt and Syria were detained on their voyage by calms and headwinds was actually due to his interference. The city was nearly starved, and the Byzantine mob, clamoring for bread, was ready to break into the wildest ecstasies. And there is something about the witch's knot. I don't know if you know about the witch's knot, like making a knot on the line. Thus, for example, the oldest document of Frankish legislation, the Salic law, or Lex Salica, which was reduced to a written form and promulgated under Clovis, who died 27th of November 511, mulcts those who practice magic with various fines, especially when it could be proven that the accused launched a deadly curse or had tied the witch's knot. This latter charm was usually a long cord tightly tied up in elaborate loops, among whose reticulations it was customary to insert the feathers of a black hen, a raven, or some other bird which had or was presumed to have no speck of white. This is one of the oldest instruments of witchcraft, and is known in all countries and among all nations. It was put to various uses. The wizards of Finland, when they sold wind to sailors who were becalmed in harbour, used to enclose the wind in the 3 knots of rope. If the first knot were undone, a gentle breeze sprang up. If the second, it blew a mackerel gale. If the third, a hurricane. But the witch's ladder, as it was often known, could be used with far more baleful effects. The knots were tied with certain horrid maledictions, and then the cord was hidden away in some secret place, and unless it were found at the strands released, the person at whom the curse was directed would pine and die. I just started this book. If you just joined, this is Malleus Maleficarum, and it is such a fascinating book. But unfortunately, we need to finish this whole thing because I'm starving and it's late. And keep guessing what kind of scene is from The Shining movie. It's my favorite movie scene of all time. I would like to recreate the scene sometime. Well, you can consider this being a podcast. I like how Bill Burr made his podcast. He was just sitting at the couch for years. He still does, and just rambles. This is what I would like to do. And yeah, today was fun, and I feel like I came back from the from some miserable place that I found myself in last week. So yeah, I really appreciate you being with me here. And oh, and I'm waiting for 2 packages now. So one is on its way. It will take some time. Hopefully it will arrive on Christmas, and I will unpack it here on live stream. And yeah, I love you guys. This means the world to me. This is really something. Yeah, I want to release about 10 videos until the year will end. We will have the graveyard hour number. I don't mean lives. I mean videos. We will have a little jubilee this year still, because at 27th of December will be Martin's graveyard hour number 10. So yeah, this is exciting. And the last video of this year I want to make as a summary of the whole year. So what I did when I went, and yeah, it'll be fun. And keep looking out for the Can You Joke About Death? I'm really having high hopes for this video. I'll try to illustrate it really nicely. So there will be a lot of changing pictures and a lot of me fooling around some historic materials. And yeah, I love that you're part of this little community that we have here, and it's really something. It's like sitting among friends and people that I knew for years, although I've never seen any of you. I don't know how some of you look like, but we never met, but maybe we will. Oh, battery power 15%. Have a lovely kolacja. Dziękuję bardzo. Thank you very much. Check out my Patreon and tell me about this, comment on this story. It's free access to this story. My first day at my job and how I started working as an undertaker. The story will keep coming. Stories will keep coming, and I will keep refining my craft. And yeah, see you next week. Thank you so much. Have a great day, night, wherever you are. Mwah! Love you. Bye.